Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for limits and also the asymptote. Given we have the function, so where we have the gx. Find the limits at the appropriate value, obtain the horizontal and the vertical asymptote if exists, hence sketch the graph. So step number 1, find the domain. If we refer to this part, we notice that we will have all real number. Continue, refers to the denominator and we notice that 2x plus with the 3 cannot be equals to 0. So x cannot be equals to negative 3 over 2. So domain for the g, we will have negative infinity until negative 3 over 2, union negative 3 over 2, infinity. So that is the situation given. So given the function, we have the gx where we have square root of 4x squared plus with the 1 over, we have the 2x plus with the 3. Next is to find the xy intercept. For the x-intercept when y is equals to 0. So if we substitute 0 and we notice that the square root of 4x squared minus a plus with the 1 which is equals to 0. If we square both sides, so we will have 4x squared plus with the 1 equals to 0. 4x squared which is equals to negative 1. X squared where we have negative 1 over 4. So x will be square root of negative 1 over 4. So for this case, the situation does not exist. Next, find the y-intercept when x is equals to 0. So if we substitute the situation and we notice that we have y which is equals to 1 over 3. So here we have the coordinate 0, 1 over 3. Next, step number 3. Limit when x approaching, we have 3 over the 2. From the left, for the function, we have square root 4x squared plus the 1 over, we have 2x plus the 3. Limit when x approaching negative 3 over the 2 from the right, we have the square root 4x squared plus the 1 over 2x plus the 3. By referring to the calculator, and we notice that we have the negative infinity, which means that when x approaching negative 3 over 2 from the left, the graph will be decreasing. Whereas for the situation on the right, when the x approaching 3 over 2, negative 3 over 2 from the right, the value of y will be increasing. So from here, vertical asymptote. So x will be equals to negative 3 over 2. Step number 4 is to find the horizontal asymptote. Limit when x approaching negative infinity. So here we have the square root 4x squared plus the 1 over 2x plus the 3. Factor out the x. So from here we have the x squared. Then here we have 4 plus with 1 over the x squared over, we have x, 2 plus with the 3 over the x. Based on this part, the square root of x squared will be negative. So limit when x approaching negative infinity, we have negative x square root 4 plus with 1 over x squared over, we have the x bracket 2 plus with 3 over the x. Limit when x approaching negative infinity, we will have negative square root 4 plus with 1 over x squared over 2 plus with 3 over the x. So if we substitute the situation, here we will have 0, here we will have 0. So we will have negative 1. Continue. Limit when x approaching positive infinity. For this part, it will be a positive x. So here we have square root 4 plus with the 1 over x squared over, we have 2 plus with 3 over the x. So the value of y will be approaching 1. So horizontal asymptote, y is equals to negative 1, y is equals to 1. So kindly refers to the graph. So first, kindly refer to the number 1. We had the asymptote. So let's say here 1, here 2. So the asymptote will be around here, where we have x which is equals to negative 3 over the 2. Next, here does not exist, and then so here we have the situation 0, 1 over 3. So let's say 0 over here and then 1 over 3 around here. So name it 0, 1 over the 3. Continue. When x approaching the negative 3 over 2 from the left, the graph will be decreasing. Whereas from the right, we will have increasing. Then the vertical asymptote is written. Continue. When x approaching negative infinity, we will have the situation y which is equals to negative 1, which is the horizontal asymptote. Another one, we have the situation y which is equals to 1 as the x move on to the right hand side or positive infinity. By referring to the calculator, if we substitute x is equals to negative 50, and we notice that we have the value which is lower than the negative 1. If we substitute x which is equals to 50, and then the value of y would be less than 1. So the graph will be something like this. So that is the graph for the gx, and then here we have the y-intercept, horizontal asymptote, and also the vertical asymptote. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and share this video to your friend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.